Hey guys, it's Jewish, Asian, Pacific Island wrestlers. You should know. This is Randy Ritchie, and this is being sponsored by Premier Pro Wrestling. And today we're going to talk about Billy Kidman and Hakushi. First, let's talk about Billy Kidman. I knew Billy back when I was doing extra work and R&B security and blah, 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 blah with WCW, and you could tell then that guy was way before his time. Sad that he came in when he did, because Russo nor Bischoff knew what the hell to do with Billy Kidman in his prime. Things I found out today. Number one, I didn't know this, but Billy was trained by Alpha the Samoan, which is unbelievable to me, but it makes a lot of sense. He could do amazing shit, i.e. the most gorgeous shooting star inside the ring, outside the ring, from the top of the building. Man, but he could tell a story inside the ring. That explains a lot, because Alpha, or the Wild Samoans, or WXW training is fucking primo, folks. He grew up in Alpine, Pennsylvania, the Lehigh Valley region of eastern Pennsylvania, where he graduated from Parkland High School. His real name, Gruner, was a banker before he started training to be a professional wrestler, and was also good friends with the late, great Chris Kanyon. And his cousin was Mikey Batts, if you guys remember. I believe Mikey wrestled for ECW. Yes, he is Jewish. He was married to Diva Tori Wilson, where they met at WCW, and they lived together in Tampa, Florida, while they were traveling. Sadly, they separated in 2006 and then got divorced in 2008. There is a book out there, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to post a wiki link called Billy Kidman, the Shooting Star. It was released in 2014. The way I understand it, I believe he still is, or if he isn't still, an agent for WWE, and that would make a lot of sense. Billy Kidman is one of those guys that draws you a roadmap if you're smart enough to gather your activity knowledge, watch him inside the ring, and look for comments that he's made in regards to and on social media. This is kind of funny. In 2014, Kidman began appearing on the JBL show, where he attempts to promote his Twitter page, but is always interrupted due to technical difficulties, which became a running gag on the show. Like I says, I don't know him well other than passing in the halls. We talked a few times, but I want to say this guy is an amazing athlete and an extremely humble young man. I wish nothing for the best for Billy Kidman, and I love the fact that he has made a living, a good living, in the industry that he loves, in the industry that I love, pro wrestling. Now here's another one. Talk about before his time. They just didn't know what to do with him at the time. And I'm talking about Hakushi, whose real name is Kensuke Shinzaki. He trained, I guess, the Lucha Libre style, Universal Lucha Libre, from 1992 to 1993. He's a former soccer player, and he trained in amateur wrestling in high school. He first worked as an actor, but he left for professional wrestling after meeting Gran Hamada. He trained the Mexican style of Lucha Libre before debuting in Hamada's promotion, Universal Lucha Libre, 1992, wrestling under their mask as the name of Mongolian Yuga. Did you know that Shawn Michaels, who is half a prick, I know he found God, but he's still half a prick, called him the greatest Japanese wrestler? Take a look at that awesome gimmick. Even I wondered at the time, is he drawing on this art, or is it tattoos, man? Now here's what I want to say, and I'm going to go ahead and put his Wikipedia in the description. Check this out, and this is the kind of shit that I get motivated doing these every day of the month for May 2023. Following the 2011 earthquake and tsunami, which was in Tohoku, Japan, Shinzaki helped victims in the Tohoku region by traveling around and providing them with food and drinks. Initial false reports said that he was living in his car due to losing his home and restaurant. This was not true. He was living in his car because he was spending most of his time traveling to help the needy. Do yourselves a favor and go look up YouTube search or wherever you search your wrestling videos, WWE Hakushi, and you'll see what I'm talking about. If he was a younger man and he would have been in his prime, in the last 10 years, this guy would be a household name. Could you imagine? All right, guys, once again, Jewish, Asian, Pacific Island wrestlers you should know. It's being brought to you without YouTube commercials, so don't be a smark. At least I have the decency to like and subscribe. And in the descriptions where I'm going to put, in the description, where I'm going to put these guys' wiki links, you can also see how to support Premier Pro Wrestling.